This 1 Degree Outside video is sponsored by the Topsfield Fair, America's oldest fair. You can pre-order your admission, meal, and ride tickets today at topsfieldfair.org and join the fun October 4th through 14th, conveniently located on Route 1, just off of Interstate 95.
Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Danielle here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. This is your Insights video on this Thursday, and we took a look at the drought monitor just a couple days ago in Insights. It should come as no surprise that the areas of abnormally dry spots across New England have expanded. These are the yellow shaded areas you see. This was updated earlier this morning. You remember earlier this week, it was a tiny little area of abnormally dry conditions. This has expanded across central New Hampshire, portions of Maine, the coastline of Maine, into the city of Boston, and includes portions of Cape Cod now, too. It's just been such a dry period. I wouldn't be surprised if over the next week, we continue to see an expansion of that area of abnormally dry conditions because there's just not much rain in the forecast. Now, that being said, we've been tracking this storm center. You heard Matt talk about it this morning. It's kind of a battle between two things. We've got high pressure off to our north and the low, the storm center, just off to our south. So between the two, much of New England is dry, though we've seen some expansion of showers across southeastern Massachusetts into eastern Massachusetts today, and that will continue through our Friday. Notice much of the region is dry. An isolated shower through the interior, but at the coastline, including the coast of Maine, down to the South Shore, into the North Shore as well, we get some showers with some steadier pockets of rain on Cape Cod for our Friday. These will expand during the day on Saturday, so I can't rule out a shower or two, some pockets of drizzle. The onshore wind continues, the wave action continues at the coast the next several days, and then eventually this low loses its grip on New England. What that means for us on Sunday is that while we should start with some clouds, I do expect some breaks of sun to emerge. It turns partly cloudy during the afternoon. The only spot we'll have to watch is right at the coastline with that onshore wind continuing. We may get a little bit of stubborn cloud cover that hangs on during the day on Sunday, but overall, the weekend is looking okay. Not a washout by any means, just that elevated chance for a few showers, particularly in southeastern Massachusetts on Saturday. How much rain? I'm taking things through the next couple of days. We'll take it through Saturday, in fact, and what you're going to notice is it's barely anything, a few hundredths, maybe a couple tenths to a quarter of an inch when you get for southeastern Massachusetts to Cape Cod. That's where we have the greatest chance of picking up some higher totals of about a half an inch to an inch or more if we can get some of these downpours to take shape. But again, for many of us, it's not that much, if any, across much of central, western, northern New England. Now, it's a cooler pattern taking hold, too. So temperatures are going to be running in the 70s for our Friday in far western New England, a mild day. Warmest across far northern, western New England, though at the coast, again with the clouds, the chance of showers, that we're going to be stuck in the 60s with that onshore wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. The wave action is about 5 to 8 feet at the coast and then higher offshore. So we've got a high risk of rip currents at the coastline and some minor pockets of coastal flooding that will occur at high tide because of the astronomical high tides as well. All right, Friday night, 50s to around 60. Some pockets of shower and drizzle in eastern New England. Again, once again at the coast, that onshore persistent wind continues into Saturday, so that keeps a threat for a passing shower around in southern New England. It's worth having the umbrella on standby. I don't think kids' sports in the morning or anything you have planned outside will be canceled. It just may be a little bit damp, particularly inside of 128 down to the South Shore and Cape. We're stuck in the mid to upper 60s, though some spots in far northwestern New England will see some lower 70s. Sunday has a better chance of seeing some sunshine, particularly inland, but it's cooler overall, lower to middle 60s as we kick off fall officially with the autumnal equinox on Sunday morning, and it'll be feeling like it. Wind off the ocean, again, persistent, which means the clouds may be a little bit stubborn on Sunday, but I do anticipate a mainly dry day on Sunday and again on Monday, despite some clouds in place. Mid to upper 60s to around 70 degrees when you come back through the Champlain Valley. So it's definitely a bit of a pattern shift that's taking hold here at the coastline. These are the biggest impacts the next few days with the wave action, gusty wind, and that highest risk of showers and some wet weather over the southeastern portion of New England. Nearly 30,000 downloads for our app, and it's a great tool to have. You get our videos on there. All of our weather information is always on our website, but the app is free too, and we've got everything on there as well. You can search for it in the App Store and Google Play. Noises 1 degree outside weather. We're going to take an hour-by-hour look at the detailed rain forecast for tomorrow coming up in our evening essentials later on today.